It's dark outside. It's scary. What'll I do now? Find out in this next episode of School of Hard Knocks. Greetings and welcome to the second episode of School of Hard Knocks. And today we're going to concentrate on building this house on top of this floating island. Now, while the cameras were not rolling, I finished creating charcoal, which also created enough that I split to make torches. I cooked that whole iron ingot that I had, all one of them. And now we're just waiting for the moon to set. We gotta fill these gaps in with cobble or dirt, dirt, we could do that. And this is going to be our floor, and when we're too busy screwing things up, we definitely need more cobblestone for our tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a torch right there and knock this one out. This is so the baddies just don't spawn up here. We don't want that. While we're waiting, we'll move the crafting table up there and move all that up here on a finished surface. I believe this might be our kitchen. So I think we'll have a couple of stoves. Like we'll have one here and then put another one there. A counter in between. There we go. So we're all set there. We can now plug in these exciting holes. Now that day has come. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go just one shy, because that's where the floor is going to go. And filling in these gaps right now will give the sun a little time to kill monsters, everything except for what's underneath Floaty Island over here. Oh. So the next thing we're going to do is put an extra torch right here just to be sure that nothing spawns where it shouldn't. And hit the torch. As you can see, some of the monsters are starting to catch fire, and we have some moo cows down there. What I'd like to do is at some point make some wheat, and maybe directly underneath we'll have our little farm. Sounds like a plan to me. So what I'll do right now is I'm just going to finish up this little void here. It shouldn't take all that much longer because it's almost done. So, and just a little more. There. So we got a few things we need. We need more cobblestone, and of course we got plenty of areas to work in. We also have to light up the underside of this a little better than what it is. Apparently it's doing the job, but I'd like the job to be a little better. So I'll just throw some random, quasi-random torches in just to be sure that... Oh wow, look at all these cows. So what we need right now, as you can see, all our tools with the exception of the pickaxe is running quite low. Got some arrows. I think we might, let's see. One of these is a really good spot to start mining. Yeah, this is about as good as any other spot. So I'm just gonna cut a little of this away, and this will be our entry point right here. So I'll just throw a torch there, one there, one over here, so it'll be a little easier to see. And there's our floaty island, which has our the foundation to the house. And so right now we're gonna just grab a little bit of this stuff and ignore our food bar. Then eat the apple. And we'll start our mining operation system here, but we're not going to go for a long period of time, long enough to kill the camera. What I'm going to do is, just to make it a little faster, make each 4 high. That way we can get in and out that much easier. I think we got enough right now for what we want to do. That'll help keep monsters out of here, and that block is in the way, so we'll get that. There we go. And what we need now is we're looking for seeds. And we happen to have a water source nearby. That's good. Found another one. So we also got to make a hoe and all sorts of other stuff. And we need to make a bucket because we need to catch the water somehow. I guess for now we can kind of start it here. I don't really want to. I want it more towards where I live. So I have this extra crafting table, or was it the one that I... No, it isn't the extra one. Need a hoe. Need a new sword, because the other one's about to break. And most certainly another stone axe. And we can go, I don't know, maybe I might leave it here, I don't know. We can go 4 blocks from the source of water. What I'll do is I'll just throw some dirt in here. And we do need the sand. And just for symmetry purposes, let's just do this. And that should do us. And we can start the process of growing wheat. There we go. And we'll just put a couple, well, make it yeah, let's surround it. And we could use the sand. There, now we know where that is. And one of the things we definitely need to do in order to build our wonderful little house is we need to cut down trees. And there's moo cows there. That's going to be another project. We killed a lot of pigs previously. So what I think I'm going to do is going to start chopping away and get a lot of wood for this house that we're going to build. Now, as I think I might have said, and I'm not 100% sure, is, and watch me suck, I built a more traditional looking home. This time I'm gonna try and go for a more of a modern look, and by modern I'm talking that's the ironic part of the quote-unquote modern architecture theme, is it's not really that modern. In fact, it's actually old. I mean, the first modern style houses were built in the mid-30s. What the? Oh, look! He's got wool. There's gotta be sheepies nearby. Well, actually, I just call them sheep. And we got wolves. Yeah, I just leave the baby names to the farm animals. Well, not all of them. Just the cows. But then again, that's it's a kind of a reference towards the old Warner Brother cartoons. Tweety Bird referred to our bovine friends as moo-moo cows. So if anyone wondered why I call them that, it's an homage to Tweety Bird and the old cartoons that you used to be able to watch till politically correctness crap ruined America and spread to every other country. So wrong. So yeah, we got Piggy over there. Yeah, I gotta stop with that. Like I said, there was certain criteria for that. Anyway. 13 more pork chops. And now we gotta really start the killing the animals around here. You know what I could do is I really need skeletons. So I can get bones, feed the wolves, and I can go on a killing spree and just tap a monster and let the wolf do the rest. And is the sun setting already? It's one of the things I want to do, and apparently it is I'm going to go with our schlevel. Yes, and that I do intentionally call a schlevel. I want to dig some of this stuff. Let's see how many we got. 11. Yeah, that should be enough for now. Anyway, what I'm going to do is we're going to head back up to our point of safety, sort of. Actually, let's... running a little risk here. Wait, do I have my... Okay, I do have the workbench with me. Yeah, apparently crafting table was once known as a workbench. Need to fill that hole with dirt. Monsters shouldn't form under here. If they do, it'll be rare. And up we go. Ever so slowly. And I'm going to start laying down some wooden planks where we should have some flooring. And what I'm going to do at this point, oh look, chunks are missing all of a sudden, is I'm going to stop the camera, build this foundation back up to where it should be, fill in the floors, and then take it from there. Good morning. While you were away, I built a crap load of fence to start kind of working on that farm underneath the house. Well, actually, it would be the cow pen. And I sort of established where the kitchen's going to go. We got an oven. I was going to put a countertop here, but why not the crafting bench? And the other one there. I might, whenever I get enough iron to make a couple of cauldrons, we'll do that over there. Got the layout pretty much done. I'm just missing one lousy piece of stone here. And this is our accent front entryway, which you'll see when you come in. And like I said, this is going to be a modern style home. Well, as modern as to scale Minecraft will allow. Oh, Enderman already. You know what that also means we need to do is go back to our mining hole, which is well lit and represented over here. I just wanted to see if any monsters stayed put, and need to grab a little bit of the material we need to build an Enderman shelter. And if you haven't watched Watch Me Suck, or maybe I don't really have to, I can just find a spot where I can dig a 2x... Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Because I'm looking around, I don't see any place where... Well, actually I do. So we're going to build... Well, we kind of need to open up this a little anyway. So what we're going to do right now is... Like I said, open this a tad. More arrows, we could always use that. Whoa. See, now you get an idea of how high the house will be when it's built and ready to move into. Yeah, this idea might not really work. So what we're going to do is we're going to mine some more of this system out, get more cobblestone, and then we'll build an Enderman shelter, because yeah, if I build it in a hill, it'll only be kind of a one directional, can only unidirectional. I want one where you can see all in all directions. So what I'm gonna do is, so I don't bore the crap out of you, is I'm gonna stop the footage right here, and when we come back we'll have the materials to make the shelter, and we'll have a place in which to put it. Alrighty, we were down here, we mined out a little more, got a ton of material in which to make our Enderman shelter. So let's do that. We need is our cobblestone. We won't need that much. But what we are going to do is find a location that is somewhat out in the open, kind of like out here in the desert. Just going to go a little ways out. I think right here-ish. I don't want to go too far. And what I'm going to do is make it a 5x5. There, we got what we need. And what you do here is, when you spot an Enderman, you want to fight him, you lure him to this area. And what happens is, he's 3 meters tall, but this shelter is only 2 meters high. and we put light in here so monsters don't use it. And what'll happen is you lure him here. You can grab the sword. He cannot attack you because he can't fit under here. So if you stand far back enough, you can whack him in the knees, kill him without any real effort, and there you have it. Unfortunately, I don't think that came out clear enough. Had to put it way back there. We also got dirt. We want to level out some of this stuff. I mean, I won't bore you with a lot of it, but there's just one area in particular that I'll do on camera. It'll just make traversing the world that much easier to do. And what we need now are birch trees, because I was building this shelter and realized, you know, the really light colored wood might actually look a lot better than this traditional crap that everybody uses in a house. And over here is a chunk that ain't loading until I step near it. So we'll get a bunch of these. Well, maybe not a bunch, because modern housing doesn't really need a whole ton of material, really. I mean, the modern look that I'm going for. The Frank Lloyd Wright variety. Well, actually, it isn't a Frank Lloyd Wright thing. He actually was no fan of the modern movement. And he ultimately got fed up with it. He didn't like how people were actually making modern houses. So then, in spite of him despising the architecture of modern movement, he decided to try and successfully one-up everybody that was building a modern house, and built a modern one of his own. And we're going to kind of copy his idea. Again, as much real scale and Minecraft will allow. And by real scale, some people build houses really, really big, tall, and really tall, wide, and lengthy, so they could get more detail in. But in order to do that, you sacrifice realism in terms of floor heights and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with realistic heights, which is 3 meters high, which is just short of 10 feet tall, which in actuality is a little bit on the slightly out of scale, but it's the closest you can get. So I'm going to cut down more of these trees. I wish I could find me some... Hey, wait, gotta be really careful near those wolves. You attack one, you're in a world of hurts. And speaking of world of hurts, my axe broke. And the sun is already going down again. Skeleton, I hear you. Wonder if there's a cave system. Well, one of the things I also got to do is get rid of this pile of gravel. That is not something we need. And we can knock this down a level. We can put in a... ooh, didn't pay attention to the food bar. That'll be enough for now. Put in a plank there, another piece of ladder, and we can establish the height of that. So what I'm going to do now is come up here where it's relatively safe. We're gonna start building the house. Now, like I said, it's modern, well, the Frank Lloyd Wright version of it. So, it's not gonna require a ton of wood. It's not gonna require a ton of wood because the way the windows will be laid out. Actually, what I might do is I'll leave that the way it is. Might make a little back, rear entry or exit, or just make it a porch. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that yet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to struggle with the concept of how I want this. And I'll kill the camera. And we'll come back when either the sun rises or when I get a epiphany of some sort. Epiphany. Whatever that is. Anyway, I'll stop the camera now and we'll pick it up a little later. Good morning once again. And while we're here, I decided to start building the walls. I mean, we sort of got things going here. As you can see, we kind of made a semi-believable support system. Even though, technically, if they're built well enough, you don't really need them. But just for the sake of believability, I made those. And one of the things I've wanted to do, and I haven't, was to make the, try to make the cow farm. So what we need to do is figure out how we're going to go about it, and I've figured it out. We're going to go one more deeper here, and we're going to clear all this stuff out. I'm not going to bore you with it because the shovel's not going to last much longer anyway. And put the fencing in, and there goes the shovel. And there are the cows that we need. And you might notice my health is a little low. That's because I was building the house, and while I was doing that activity, instead of using dirt to prop myself up, I just pretty much plummeted. Got pigs. Yay, the game crashed. So what we're doing is we're in the forest, grabbing trees, and of course, I may have not mentioned, if you want to try this world on your own terms, on a newer version of Minecraft, where this version may not have stuff that may be available in the future, this is the seed, exactly as you see it, School of Hard Knocks. And we're gonna start this up again. Here we go. I didn't need that for a stepladder. That's a good thing for me. Spider. Little XP never hurts. We definitely need more of this stuff. We also need more, we also need more sand, because ran out of that material. So here we go. Here, I'll just cut one more down on the way back. And that'll be enough for now. What we need is to make more shovels. I didn't think of making any more of those, but I made more of everything else. Also, while we're here, we split those because that's part of what we want to do is I'm just going to break these blocks right here. Oh, we don't want to break that. We'll get another piece of ladder so we can climb. I mean, we could just jump for now, but we don't want to do that. And you can start seeing the house right now. Anyway, here we are in the house. We gotta build ourselves some shovels. But in order to do that, we need some sticks. Let's make far more than what we need. And shovel, shovel. Probably need 3 of those. Drop them. Put the wool here. Seed we can definitely use, but we'll just stash it for now. And we'll head back down and work on this cow farm. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was talking about it, and then I completely forget about it. We need 1 piece of ladder. Alright. Now, you might be asking yourself, your health is low, your food meter is 3.5 drumsticks low. Why are you not eating? See, I'm not really in dire straits right now because there's no monster to attack. So if my health is good or monsters aren't around, with meat products, you want it to deplete by, you want it to be 4 drumsticks low. That way you fully utilize the meat that you have collected. So right now I'm going to cut this wonderful ground down to this level and cut off the video because this is going to be long and boring. And we'll come back when we get things to a point that be somewhat mildly entertaining once again. Alrighty, after the crash, I was completely caught off guard when that happened. I forgot to start the timer after that, so I'm not 100% sure if we're going to go a bit over the allotted time that I normally give myself in this game here when I do these episodes. I usually aim for 1 hour. So yeah, it looks like it's getting dark already. So anyway, what we got here is, what I'm going to do is cut this one down, as well as this one. I find that cows tend to have a hard time going through. They tend to have a hard time going through gates. So what I'll do is I'll put a couple of doors there. They tend to, I mean, they still will bind up slightly, but not as badly. So here we're at the house. We did not make more glass. I ran out at that point. Kind of weird how it turned out to be an oddball number. Not sure why. So here we are again, hiding out. I removed that mountain of, should I say the hill of gravel, got 6 flint for it. All we need now are some sticks and we can make some more actually, we need chicken feathers too, which we don't have, so much for that. So what I'm going to do now is I did this a little wrong, but what do you expect from me, right? Would it be any different to do something right every now and then? I completely forgot a few things on how this design will work. So, I mean, it's not a big deal, because I want this supportive believability in there. But that means I have to alter the design of the kitchen just a little bit, which I'm okay with. It's not a big deal. I also realize I'm leaving little ledges for monsters to spawn in on, which I think I would have learned from watching me suck, but I didn't. Well, so much for that. So I think right here I'll do like I did in the other one, is make another pillar. Oh, I don't have any wood to do that. Good job, me. Oh well. So this is the point we're at now. We can't fight the monsters because we're not really protected all that well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some of this floor, and we'll have a little see now the pillars of believability have a purpose. Now they're not just dangling in midair. But now I need to get up here. And for the time being, what I'll do is remove that and put dirt under my feet. A little too high, but right now, don't really care too much. Just want to make things safe. Now I started the second floor. Not sure how I'm going to get ourselves up there as of yet. And my voice disappeared for a little bit. For some of you that might have been cheering, but bad news, it came back. So what I'll do is I'll take it this far at least. If I have the planks to do it, which I do not. Well, that's exciting. And that's this. Wait a minute. I know it's hard to see, so I'll put it in the upper left corner so you can see it a little better. Looks like we got very upper leftmost corner. We got a couple pieces of wheat ready to go, but we need a third piece. Actually, we just need the two so we can do breeding. Anyway, while I'm waiting, okay, need a couple of doors. We'll do that, move that there, put that here. Now, I might do the same thing for our general point of entry, because who knows, it might be bringing in animals that way too. And I'm running a bit low in the fence department, so I'm gonna make some more of that stuff. There we go. Yeah, so to add these believability pillars to make it look like it's all supported, I kind of have to cut up my kitchen ever so slightly. I might ultimately... yeah, I'll just leave them, what the heck. No, the design's kind of a little wrong, but it works for now. And speaking of for now, we're going to cut the camera, because Again, I'm not really ready to take on monsters. I am more ready on, I just want to make the shelter a little more ready and get the cow pen ready. I need as little resistance as possible for the time being, so off the camera goes, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, daytime has come again, still raining. As you've seen, I've built a little more. I did a little more looking around, see where, pillars are and everything, and that's what we're gonna do, is get more wood to do that, and the floors, stairs, more sand for glass. But right now, if it is safe to do so, it looks like it almost is. I'm gonna have to fight a creeper. Might have to take a little plummet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a little hit there. Send him this way. Oh, no you don't. Oh, no you don't. Oh, no you don't. Dead. Check around, make sure we're safe, and we are. This is one of those small areas that I want to kind of fill in just to make traversing a little easier. I'm going to change this up a little bit. You might notice I'm not using the axe to take these down. Reason for that is I don't want to waste the axe on stuff like that. I need to build my house, and I want to use the axe on trees. And it looks like we got a slightly imperfect, whoops, not there. This will help light up a little bit. I got a slightly imperfect, I'm not going to waste the shovel on this because, again, clearing the land and getting glass is a little more important than other things like that. What I'll do is I'll put them on the inside. That's not what I meant by inside. That's a little too much inside. Bang and bang. And we'll repeat the same over here. Bang, ba-ba-boom. There we go. And door, door. Door. And door. I want to make this pen a little bigger. So for now, what I'll do, and hit the wrong button, is we'll just make a temporary dirt wall that the moo cows cannot climb. We can get started on this cow pen. Wow. Yeah, we can leave that like that. That'll be okay. And extend this out a little bit. And we'll light this up. I put them a little lower there so monsters will not be as likely to spawn in. So we got a little bit of wheat growing here. We've got a couple of finished pieces. Right now we need a little more of this stuff. And again, we're just gonna dig one layer. That should be 18. That's the number I'm going for. And that's exactly what I got. As you can see, I'll put it in the upper right corner so that Minecraft stretches it out a little better. There's the house, sort of. What little of it is there. That kitchen looks overstretched, but that's Minecraft for you. Put it in the upper left. There, kind of get the idea of what it looks like. And maybe over time we'll expand it a little bit. I already got some expansion ideas to go along with that. What I'll do is I'll remove this for now, and a wheat and a wheat. And we got 4 seeds, well 3, and 1 from punching at grass. So, we got that all set and ready to go. Now we need our wheat. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in the barn the way... Now let's just open this up a little bit. There. I'm going to come in this way and lure some... Okay, hit the right button eventually. Something will happen. We'll fill this in a little bit so now the cows will have an easier trip up here. Little do they know it'll ultimately be their demise, but there you have it. Good enough. Stutter. Let's attract some cows' attention here. Here we go. That one doesn't want to follow. That one does. These do. Alright, moo moo cows. As you can see, I'm walking slow. That way I don't go too fast for them. Well, just realized that's actually kind of took the attention away. That's fine. Here they all come. There's one. I mean, you still get stuck a little bit, but you know, you can rock back and forth like that, and in they come. One for you and one for you. Go make some babies. Here, we got our cow farm started, and I'm too far to get the XP orb for it. There we go. Level 3. So we got some, we gotta get more wood for this house that we're building. We need to make some more wooden pillars, as well as floors, which is what this kind of wood is for. And once again, I never started the timer. Good job, me. God knows how long this episode's gonna be, because I really am not paying too much attention to starting and stopping the timer. What I'm gonna do is guesstimate how long I've been doing this. I mean, this might be a much longer episode than planned. Yeah, the sun's starting to go down. I'm hoping I find some sheep so I can actually make a bed. I don't want to go too far yet, because then I could lose the house, get lost in the woods, get destroyed by an enemy, and, well, bad things like that. Bad stuff ensues, and we don't want it. So, let's just take care of this for now. Okay, last tree. So we are getting a little far away. I don't hear any sheep, which stinks. Seeds, pick them up. More the better. Alrighty. Enough BS. Let's just get back home before it gets too dangerous. There's the new cow pen. Hope you're enjoying it. Anyway, back up here, and we're gonna build a house. My food bar is at 4 drumsticks short, which is perfect, because that's exactly how much a pork chop or cooked beef will fill in for you. There. Can I put one down here? No. But I got one over there. I might as well put one there. So once again, we're going to take our sand and cook it. I don't know what I'm going to do with the sandstone quite yet. I'll just put that stuff over there for now. I need 2 more of these. And I got 5 more the other stuff. Alright. I'll go like that and like that. That's where a pillar will go. And this is where a pillar will go. Then this will be a pillar of believability support. And that's all the excitement we got for you right now. So what I'm going to do is pause this camera again, and we'll take it from here when daylight comes. Well, here we are again, next day, and a spider somehow made its way in. As you can see, we started the 2nd floor. We got a stairwell. I guess the spider found its way up the ladder. Not much of a problem here. What we'll do is we'll store away the string that we got. More tree stuff. Shroom, not sure what we can do with that. And we're just going to make the glass for now. I'm not going to bore you with putting it in. We'll just store it. We will need that. So here's a preliminary look at the stairwell. Again, I know it's kind of completely defeating the open concept of Frank Lloyd Wright, but as you know, if it involves me, it can't be done the right way. We have to know better than that. Oh yeah, we got 5 seeds from taking a whack at the tall grass as we were heading back home. And there we go. And what I'm going to do with all this dirt that I have is I'm going to fill this in, but that is a big job, and that's something I'm not going to bore you with. So we'll continue the camera after I do that job. There we have it. All filled in. A lot easier to get in and out. Not going to worry too much about expanding the cow pen for the time being. We still need a lot of birch. We need a ton of birch. Did we leave a piece of wood in there? Yeah, we did. And this one didn't die either. I think there's a piece of wood in there too. Oh, wow. Yeah, this must have been when the game crashed. see this one. So hopefully we'll have enough to at least, well, I think the walls inside will, yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about that yet. I'd like to find sheep and use their wool. In worst case, I'll just go with these lighter wooden planks here. I want the house to look nice and yeah, let's cut one of these down, just so we have a clear path as to where the house is. Yeah, it's been advised that before I start this next episode to hit the good old F3 key and see where on the X and Z axis where the house is. So I did do that, and I found my coordinates. So if I die or get lost, I will use quote-unquote GPS mode, which is what I heard people call the F3 key when they get lost. They use the XZ coordinates to find their way back home, which is kind of cheating, but everybody does it. And yes, the guy I mentioned so many times is Paul Soares Jr. I've seen him do it too. So, quite a popular thing to do in actuality. Oh, it's raining again. Yay. You know how much we love it when it rains. I think we might have enough to... Oh, there goes that. And there's an enderman. Let's just look around, be sure we're safe. Oh, we can see our house from here. That's good. Well, we know which way it is. Oh, no, you know what? We don't... Did we make another one? Oh, yeah, we did. Good. So hoping that we're also clearing a path towards a village or somewhere that sheep are located. I know that by exploring that I'm eliminating places where horses will be found, but this is a small map right now. It's not much of it has truly been explored, so I don't think things are going to be hurting right now. Alright, I think I did get everything. This is one of those smaller big trees. So, yeah, where's the house? Okay, there it is. Yeah, we're gonna slowly head back. I just wish there were some sheep along the way. As I'm heading back, I'll just cut some trees here and there so we know that we have an exploration path going. Come on, here we go. Alright, well, you get the idea. I'll cut the video, we'll pick it up a little later. And amongst my heading back home, I found, let's see if I can light it up for you, found some iron. Unfortunately, it's getting dark. So I'm going to head back home. I'm going to light me a path. I think this will be enough. That'll lead me directly to the iron. What I'll do is I'll just throw one here so I'll know exactly where it is. And I'm going to head back up. Hopefully get some of this house finished up. And we'll pick it up from there. Okay, it's daytime again. And before we go out, I was putting on this roof. Now the roof is pitch black, being outside. So we gotta finish this roof now, which is now complete. Have to finish it because since it's dark up there, monsters could spawn, they could walk in, fall into the house, and bad things happen. So, got our sort of kitchen going here. We do now have an odd number of pieces of glass because I inadvertently plopped one on the floor, and so that's no longer any good. That's our 5-minute warning if it's really 5 minutes. I forgot to start that thing so many times I'm not even sure. So down the ladder we go. There's our moo cow pen over there. We definitely need more of this sand so we can bake more glass. Now keep it one level like we've been doing. That way we don't really scar the land. What I'll do is let's see. I want to keep an eye on the amount of sand we've got, so I want 36 pieces for how 42. That'll hopefully help. As you can see, the house is starting to get going. Put it in the upper right so you can see it better. Or actually it shows up better upper left, like so. And that's our Frank Lloyd Not So Right house. I'm sure I'll have a nice witty title for this series. Get the cows going again. Oh, maybe, yeah. Got an exact return there. So, let's see, put that there. Head over to the cow pen and take care of that. Yeah, see, the door concept is a little better an idea in my opinion. 1 and 2. Go at it. And you see I laid down some torches, which leads us to a path where there's iron. So, not sure if I want to do that quite yet, or go on a search for let's go a little this way and just take a peek around. Stutter, stutter. I do have a pig floating in midair. Sheep! We need sheep. Oh, I need iron to take care of that. But in actuality, I can just kill them off one by I just need 2 more. Ah, damn it. Means this is going to be hard. He's trapped. Give me your wool. I'm going to make it a project. There we go. We got our 3 pieces of wool. So what I'm going to do is run it back, run it back, run it back, run! Key. Why are we not running? How many times do I have to double tap the run? Alrighty, I'm just going to cut the camera because we're almost out of time and pick it up a little later. Alright, in our final segment, we got more seeds and we got our 3 pieces of wool, so now we don't have to worry about losing this spot, dying, and trying to find it again. Because before we wrap this show up for today, we are going to make a bed and put it in our bedroom and sleep off the night. Also, I got more glass cooking. And here we go. We got our wool, and we got our wooden planks. Here's our bed. So now we take that. Then we go in our designated bedroom if we make the stairs and get stuck on that fence. I think I'll put the bed right there. Let's sleep off the night. And there we have it. New day and a brand new spawn point. So I don't have to worry about trying to find this spot ever again. So I'm gonna do here before we call it good is I'll just expand this fence one more. That way we can get by without grazing anything. And there we made ourselves a little loft up here. And this will be the bedroom. So next thing I gotta do is go down there. In fact, let's kinda work our way there now. Yeah, we're not going to do that again. So what we're going to do is, if the player will run, is we're going to head over to where the iron is, and we're going to call this a day. I'd like to call it a day right now, but we have music playing that kind of interfere a little bit with our exit music, so what I'm gonna do is I no longer have a shovel, so I gotta literally pound dirt, and I'll just pound this little section out here. So I think this episode might have ran a little long. Not 100% sure because, well, that's the way the timing worked out when we forgot to set the timer up on multiple occasions. Yeah, this tree's kind of interfering. Oh, we got a nice big cave system here. So I'm gonna do is, do I have any... Okay, I want to end this show, because it is getting a little long, as if my shows aren't long enough on their own now. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take it that far for the time being. Throw a torch there. Light that up a little bit. And eat one because health is a little on the low side. And that'll be this episode of School of Hard Knocks. We now don't have to worry about a spawn point. Hope you enjoyed this episode. This is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.